Alright, what's up guys, Odreazy here, and if I sound a bit louder to you guys, I'm sorry, my stream begged me to move my mic closer to me. So yeah, if it sounds like I'm yelling at you, don't worry, I'm not. But welcome to the first official video of NBA 2K21 on the Switch. Now, I've been away. I got the game early, like I said. I got the game on last Wednesday. And for those of you guys who came to the stream on Wednesday night going on to Thursday afternoon, thank you. We had a big, very long 13-hour stream. Lots of love, lots of support, lots of LOLs in the story mode because I couldn't buy VC, so I was playing like a bona fide scrub. But if you missed it, you missed it a lot. But for all you guys who did show up, thank you. But let's get down to business. I've been saving this rant for the longest while. Like I said, me and my girl just came back from Atlantic City, so I didn't get time to make posts, videos, or whatnot. So this is the first official video, the first official rant, and man, do I have a lot to rant on. You may want to settle in for a bit. I have no clue on how long I'm gonna go on for. I just know I have 38 minutes of gameplay, which I don't know. I'm probably not gonna use all of it because you guys don't want to hear me talk for 38 minutes. But we're gonna get through at least 2 of these games. Alright. 2K21 just might be the most skill-gapped NBA 2K this gen, if not ever. Now, this comes with good and bad. The whole community was asking for a skill gap and whatnot. We want this, we want that, we want to separate who's good and who's not. But I feel like this also came with an unsuspecting drawback. One of my biggest fears ever since 2K introduced the badge system in 2K15 was that at some point your actual attributes won't mean a goddamn thing. At some point, as the years go by, your badges will mean more for your gameplay more and more and more. And if you thought it was bad last year, this year with the skill gap, well, let me put it in parentheses or quotation marks. Skill gap, it's 10 times worse. Now don't get me wrong, this is still a good 2K. But it really depends on who you ask. My biggest drawback in this game is the fact that I cannot shoot for shit, as you can probably see in this gameplay, and there might be something wrong with my meter, but I'll get onto that in a different video. But back to my badges point though. This year, if you do not have your badges, you can't do shit. Which is crazy, because you have people who have like 90 finishing, 90 shooting, 90 playmaking, and it means shit because they don't have the badge for it. And I'm just like, so what's the fucking point? Like, so you're telling me that I can pay the $50 to make my player into an 85, but then I still can't do nothing, and I gotta still grind the game and whatnot? Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck, 2K. Not everyone has time to sit behind a fucking TV screen and play 2K all day. But then again, after some of the park stats that I've been seeing since I got back from AC, shout out to the guy with 400 games played by Labor Day. I can tell you don't go outside, buddy. I can really tell that shit. But yeah, not everyone has time to sit back and grind. Not everyone should be forced to sit back and grind. Your badges should affect gameplay just a tiny bit. Like, let's go back to 2K14 here. In NBA 2K14, they had skills, which is pretty much like a baby form of badges. So, alright, let's use Kobe, because I used to play my team a lot. Well, I still do, but back in 2K14, Kobe was my best player on my team. And Kobe, I believe, had like maybe a high 80s, low 90, mid-range, and three-point shot. And Kobe could still hit those shots, even without the skills. Now, let's bring that Kobe until NBA 2K21. If Kobe don't got range extender, deadeye, catch and shoot, Kobe ain't hitting shit. And I'm like, why? Why is that ever the case? Like, one joke that I've been telling my friends is that in my Discord group, is that my real life shooting percentage is at least double what it is on 2K. Like, I'm scared to even look at it right now. But I know that shit is like 15 or 20%. And then the thing is, even if you guys want to be like, well, get better at shooting, get better at this, get better at that, the one thing I also gotta bring up is, finishing ain't no better. You telling me I can't do a lay? Okay, remember the 6'10" power forward that I made in the video for you guys? I see that there's a lot of people running around with that and whatnot, because I see power forward this year definitely the wave, so I did call that right. But I'm watching power forwards miss layups and dunks on 6'5" point guards. What? Imagine DeAndre Jordan just bricking dunks and layups on Stephen Curry just because Stephen Curry just happens to be in the paint. No matter how much of a 2K stan you are, you have to admit that's pretty fucking stupid. Like, imagine Jarrett Allen missing layups on Kyrie Irving. I mean, I can go on with this for days. You cannot finish in the paint unless you do the following. You run all the way back and you just spam contact dunk, which happens to be the move. I just gotta change my control so I can also do that same thing. Or you just catch lobs all day, which I see is definitely becoming a thing. Because in most of the twos that I lost so far on the Switch, it's been the people throwing lobs back and forth. And either me or my point guard not being able to stop it, or vice versa. So I'm just like, why is it so damn hard to fucking score? If it was because of good defense, I won't be complaining. But you have the time you got people missing wide open shots or missing layups on poor defense. Like, 2K, what are you trying to promote here? People want a skill gap, but this is a bit much. Like, let me see. I just don't understand. Now, before you gotta think, oh, I'm just complaining, get better, adapt. Best believe, on Thursday morning, Friday morning, whenever I made that post on Reddit, I was one of the first people on that, y'all just need to adapt, just leave the 2K the way it is and whatnot. But shit is getting crazy now. Like last night, I streamed on the PS4 because my boy's been wanting me to get on for the longest while, and I finally got on for them. And I could have hit the ocean from a fucking boat. Like, and here's the crazy part. Everyone, including the guy I was running with, Gaz, who's new to 2K, he was like, yo, hit your fucking shots, man. Hit your fucking shots. And I had to show him, like, yo, I can hit my shots in my career. Hell, we can go to the prom arena. Because I even invited him to my pro-am team so he can see me shoot in the gym. I was greening my shots in the pro-am arena. But once you step out in the park, all that means nothing. Like, y'all people be saying, practice makes perfect. You should practice, you can do this, you should do that. But bro, where am I gonna practice? Because I'm being misled. I practice in the gym, and then when I go out to the actual game, my guy can't shoot. Like what did I develop? Sweaty hands all of a sudden? I'm doing the same damn thing. And you can even ask the people from last year who used to run me, King XN and all them. If I have a bad game, I go to the prom arena. I get my shot back, and then I go back outside to the park, and I'm hitting the shots I was just missing. But this year, you just can't do that. Either the latency just got jacked all the way up in the park, or there is something wrong with the game. Like, then don't get me wrong, like I said it many times in the past. If I suck and whatnot, I will take full blame for it. But when I feel like there's something wrong with the game in itself, I can't take blame for that. That's a broken mechanic. Like, I really, really do not know what's up with shooting this year. Now, Here's one thing that I am realizing. I remember the people with 400 games and whatnot. The people having the most fun in the park and whatnot, and I guess the rec as well, are the same people who either A, sat there all holiday weekend and grinded their asses off to get Hall of Fame badges, or B, the guys who just glitched for one day and got all their badges. Like, okay, this is okay for this one. This is not the Switch, it's a PS4, because obviously I can't talk to anyone on the Switch, because thank you Nintendo and 2K. But do you know how many games I've been in game chat for to watch the guy with every Hall of Fame shooting badge call the guy with no Hall of Fame badges, if not badges at all, ass and whatnot? And keep in mind, the guy who has no badges or barely any badges is actually playing basketball. He's taking smart shots. He's not over dribbling. He's going around screens and taking shots. You know, basketball. Meanwhile, the guy with the Hall of Fame badges is doing the absolute most, over dribbling, running around like a rat on crack, just doing the absolute most, and he's just draining shots like it's nothing. 2K, let me tell you what a skill gap is and what a skill gap isn't. 2K, a skill gap is when you can tell who's the better player on an even playing field. Both players have the same stuff, but you can tell who's the better player just off that. No one has any added boost, no one has any added anything. If player A beats player B 5 times in the setting, then clearly player A is the better player here. Pretty much the best example of a skill gap would be Call of Duty's, I believe it's called Gunfight, where pretty much everyone has the same gun, everyone has the same perk, and obviously the obvious winner here is the obvious better player, if it happens more than once, because I believe you have to win 6 rounds in this situation. Barring lag and whatnot, that's a decent example of a skill gap. What a skill gap isn't, is what I feel like you guys are trying to promote. If you guys hear my dog, I'm sorry. He's just trying to lay out right next to me while I make a video, because, you know, he's a glory hog. But what a skill gap isn't, is making one person with Hall of Fame badges just completely dick down someone with no Hall of Fame badges just because he has no badges. That's not a skill gap. That's just time played. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just my personal opinion right there. Like, this whole video is. You guys are free to agree with me. You guys are free to try to change my mind if you guys get this far. But yeah, like, I'm all open for discussion. But that is not a skill gap. That is really just time played. You really can't tell who the better player here is, because one player has what, either glitched the entire game or had five days of gameplay compared to the other guy who only had maybe 1 day of gameplay. That is not a skill gap. And there was a post saying that the only people really enjoying this game are those who A, just don't care, or B, have squads to run with. Tell me, are you one of these people? If so, let me know in the comments. Like, all this gameplay is doing in the park is just making it where people don't have to play defense. Like, imagine the winter version of NBA 2K on the Switch from last year, but now it's on all the systems. Because all the guards can't shoot, and all the bigs can't really finish unless they get contacts or just catch lobs all game. All everyone does is just sit in the paint and just camp. And either A, wait to get the board so they can cherry pick, or B, just wait for the turns on twos. Like, truth be told, the one build that's probably enjoying this game are the do-nothing bigs who just sit there to set screens and get boards every now and then. Because I guarantee they're living the best life. Example, I made a power forward. When I'm on my big, until the people who just throw lobs all game come, I really don't gotta do shit. All I gotta do is just sit in the paint, hold my arms up, hands up, don't shoot, and game's over right there. That's really all you have to do this year. But let's be real, that's not fun. I mean, yeah, you win games, but that's not fun. I'm just keeping it real. Like, When the game first came out, so this is like Thursday night, I played a game of twos on PS4 that went on for almost 30 minutes because no one could finish. Yes, it was 4 bigs. Yes, it was twos. But I'm sorry, a game of twos does not take you 30 minutes with 141 shots taken combined. Yes, you heard me right. 141 shots were taken in this game of twos. You don't think there's a problem here with finishing? Yeah, I didn't think so either. So far, 2K has been sticking to their guns about what they want to do and what they don't want to do. So, I just hope that 2K goes on the rest of the year, making the right choices and whatnot. But I do at this point feel like shooting needs to be looked at. Don't make it too easy, but at the same time, don't make it what it currently is, to where you can pretty much build a whole new neighborhood. Matter of fact, probably 5 of them, with all the bricks people are putting up. Like, we want balance. That's all we want. We just want a balanced game for the year. I really, really hope that come October 7th, I can make a video saying that 2K21 is still enjoyable. Because, like I said, I am enjoying this gameplay, but pretty much everything I brought up in this video have been my main flaws. And it needs to be looked at. I mean, hell, if you're not gonna patch up shooting a bit, then by all means, at least touch up the finishing. Because it is fucking embarrassing to miss layups on tiny ass guards. Like, that is just sad. But I think I'm gonna cap this off right here. I'm gonna keep this gameplay going to the end. Probably use the last gameplay as a video for next time and whatnot. I also do plan on making like a tips and whatnot, like I did for last year. Top 5 ways for new players to improve on the Switch. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming out within the next 2 weeks. But yeah, let me know how you guys are enjoying this 2K. Leave a like, a follow, a sub, whatever it is. You know, I never understand what it might be. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace, y'all.